Cracker Barrel has literally turned to Budweiser, Bud Light specifically, and said, hold my beer, because Cracker Barrel daily decides that it wants to be dumber than it was the day before. Here I am thinking, you know, we got to quit kicking a dead horse, but it turns out that horse is not dead. That joker is still kicking. So we're still talking about Cracker Barrel. Listen, y'all, as you can tell, I am trolling from the parking lot of Cracker Barrel because why not, right? I was curious how many people were going to be here. It is a Tuesday afternoon, morning-ish. It's 11:30. It's like your brunch crowd, your early lunch, your late breakfast, whatever. There were a lot of people here yesterday. I drove by yesterday just to see how many people were here. There were a good amount. Today, there's not as many at 11:30, but I feel like more people will show up. And I still think it's because now Cracker Barrel has turned itself into a sideshow. But I have learned something that I think y'all should learn as well, especially if you like Cracker Barrel's meatloaf. Personally, I love meatloaf. I think it's delicious. Whether you put ketchup on it or not, that's up to you. There is no wrong way to eat meatloaf, but without ketchup would be the wrong way. So I want to show you this video. I need to go ahead and preface this with, I cannot prove that this video is inside Cracker Barrel. A lot of people are going to be showing y'all this video to prove how Cracker Barrel has lost its family cooking, Southern style cooking, that scratch kitchen that they have been known for. This video has been circulating the World Wide Web because of that, because this is a complete 180 from what Cracker Barrel has claimed to be for the longest time, right? I'm going to show it to you because if it's real, y'all, this is very telling. I have worked in restaurants before, and I will tell you, restaurants I have worked in did not prepare their food like this. So I want you to see it. If it turns out later that it's not really Cracker Barrel and it's some dude trolling, pretending it's Cracker Barrel, at least we had a I told you so or a heads up just in case, because you can never tell what's real on the internet anymore. But I want you guys to see it, okay? Listen.
You want to know how your meatloaf is cooked whenever you come to Cracker Barrel? We throw it in the microwave and then we serve it to you. And sometimes it's still cold.
So that's the video that an employee, in theory, an employee posted on the World Wide Web, basically trolling Cracker Barrel. I'm having to assume that this person either quit immediately afterwards or got fired if this is legit. But Cracker Barrel is slowly taking itself out. I want to share some other stuff with you though, because I think it's important to have a look at both sides of this, right? A look at both sides. So I'm going to read you this thing that this person posted, and then we're going to look at why I don't agree with this person, okay? So this person says, Cracker Barrel has my full support. And before I read it to you, I'm going to show you the picture of the person, in theory, once again, that posted it up. That's an in theory. Anybody could have put a picture with this quote, but I'm going to say that might be the person. Who knows? But it says, Cracker Barrel has my full support. In their own words, this person says, no, wait, sorry. Let me rephrase this. Cracker Barrel has my full support in their own words, meaning Cracker Barrel's words. We also want to make sure Cracker Barrel is here for the next generation of families, just as it has been for yours. And this which I read you guys yesterday from their statement after they realized that people were losing their ever-loving mind over the fact that Cracker Barrel is basically burning itself down from the inside out. Trojan horsing itself, if you will. This says, now that's beautiful. That's what it's all about. Family, connection, and making sure everyone feels welcome. The food still tastes the same. The biscuits, the pancakes, the casseroles, it's all still there. But it's 2025 and times change. A fresh logo and updated decor doesn't erase tradition. It adds to it. It means they're choosing to create a more inclusive, more welcoming environment for all people, not just some. And if that makes you mad, oh well, maybe the rocking chair isn't for you anymore. At the end of the day, Cracker Barrel is still a place to sit down with your family, enjoy comfort food, and make memories. That hasn't changed, and it's not going to. Bullshit! That is the stupidest thing I've ever read in my entire life. Whatever retard wrote it should probably, take a step back from the keyboard, because listen, a fresh logo and updated decor doesn't erase tradition. Yes, it does. They are fully taking out tradition. They aren't updating. They are removing what made Cracker Barrel and turning into something completely different. That is not updating, or how do they say it? Fresh logo and updated decor. It's not updated. It is a complete change. Okay? Then it says, it means they're choosing to create a more inclusive, more welcoming environment for all. What about Cracker Barrel right now is not inclusive and welcoming to all? Unless, of course, you like to find fault with absolutely everything, which I know sounds hypocritical as I'm finding fault with the changes they're making. But There's nothing wrong with Cracker Barrel the way it is. It is all inclusive. Anybody can walk in there and eat. There's no sign at the door that says white people only, black people only, Asian people only, Spanish people only, Indian people only, blah, 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 blah. Everybody can go into Cracker Barrel and eat. So this whole thing of they're making it more inclusive, for who? You want to go in there with your significant other who is the same sex as you? Guess what? You can still go inside. I mean, they had rainbow chairs out last year, for goodness sake. It's not like they're going to turn you away because you're holding your boyfriend's hand, sir. It's fine. Then it says more welcoming environment for all people, not just some, more inclusive, whatever. What is more welcoming than sterilizing the shit out of a place that used to be homey and comforting and now feels like you've walked into a warehouse where they slap some Etsy pictures up on the wall and, that's it. There is no charm left to the new stuff. And what's interesting here is, let's mind my notes here. What's interesting is I've had a lot of people in the comments, and it's always the trolls that are probably paid by the left to run over here to run their mouths, that are like, it's just a logo and, it's a franchise. If they don't want to do it, they don't have to. No, it's not a franchise. It is fully owned by Cracker Barrel Corporation. Every single Cracker Barrel is fully owned by Cracker Barrel so that they can ensure that all the restaurants operate the same and there's no deviation from the plan of what Cracker Barrel wants it to be. It's not a franchise. The company owns and operates all of its restaurants, which are primarily located in the United States. As of the latest available data, Cracker Barrel operates over 660 locations across 44 states, all company owned with no franchising model in place. This allows them to maintain consistent control over their brand, their menu, and their customer experience. So when people are sitting there going, well, don't worry about it. It's franchise. So if your franchise owner doesn't want to change, they don't have to. Yes, they do. Management has no say. Whoever's managing this one here that has not changed a single thing, once corporate shows up and says, hey, boo-boo, we got to flip it, that manager either has to go, okay, I'm down for whatever you're doing, or go, here's my 2 weeks notice, kick rocks. Like, those are the options. It's not up to the employees, unfortunately. It is up to the employees if they continue to work for the corporation or not. But right now, there's so many people out there that need their jobs that they're just going to have to be like, well, F it. I don't like it, but I need to make money. Although, in theory, are they going to make any more money now that Cracker Barrel is alienating its main customer base, which, again, all inclusive, is still main customer base. They are including people. Now with their changes, they are excluding people. So they're a little backwards in my opinion. Oh, breathe, Michelle. I know how this works. Y'all know how this works. Okay, so we did the video. Here's this one. Let me show you this one. I got a lot of stuff saved here for this because this is what is killing me. I'm going to play you this clip from Fox News. Okay. When my husband and I came here on Sunday, if you saw the video, we came here Sunday to have brunch, to see the inside, to see what changes have been made. I have the video up. I'll put it at the end of this video somewhere, like in one of these little spots, if I remember. Fingers crossed, I remember. And I walked through and I played the peg game, I played the game and it was the way it was because our Cracker Barrel has not been touched. It is still a regular Cracker Barrel. It has not been democrated. That's what I'm going to call it. Democrat. Democrat. There we go. I like that word. So I want to play you this because I think this is what's pissing people off even more. Because Cracker Barrel, y'all don't understand this. The CEO of this place is a moron. And I hate to say it because it's a woman and you're supposed to, girl power and stick by the ladies and whatever else and applaud them. But honey, no, she is clearly trying to just put Cracker Barrel in the crapper. Watch, listen.
You're a genius. If you leave 2, you're pretty smart. If you leave 3, you're just plain dumb. And if you leave 4, you're more than just plain ignoramus.
That's what it says now, okay?
That's the offensive version.
Now, what's
the offensive version?
Yeah, so you won't be as offended.
The new one says, if you leave only 1, you're a genius. If you leave 2 and the rocking chair, but not the game. Wait, if leave 2 and rocking the chair, but not the game. Okay, you're rocking the chair, but you're not rocking the game. Leave 3 or more, no reason to be embarrassed. Try again.
They misspelled embarrassed.
That's embarrassing. Can you believe that? Listen. Because this is the participation trophy era of people. They now are taking away the original peg game because they don't want to call people ignoramus. Like, that's not even a word. It's a made up word. But because it could hurt somebody's feelings, they're taking it away to change it to one that says, what does it say now? Hold on, let me pull it back here. Rewind. Leave only one, you're a genius. Leave two, rocking the chair, honey, but not the game. Leave three or more, no reason to be embarrassed. Try again. Oh my gosh, what are we doing? This is the whole push to raise a generation of pussies. Like, that's what this is all about. It is crazy to me that Cracker Barrel can do what they're doing, put out that statement yesterday, which we talked about. Shit, I'll put that one up somewhere too. There'll be two Cracker Barrels somewhere into this video. They put out that whole thing that goes, we hear you, and then at the same time goes, but we don't give a crap. I mean, it's straight gaslighting from Cracker Barrel in and of itself. And for them to go and make these changes, again, people are going to be like, oh my God, lady, it's not a big deal, but it is. And the ones who tell you it's not a big deal are the ones who are too stupid to understand what is going on. The changing of little bitty things at a time, taking away what made America over time. That's what it is. That's what it is. And people who don't see it are effing stupid. Listen, I feel real stupid getting this bent out of shape over a Cracker Barrel thing. But Cracker Barrel, what's next? I mean, they've already changed so many different things. Look, even Buc-ee's goes, I have some bad news. And they trolled with, just a simple, instead of that, a simple this. Everybody's trolling right now. Waffle House trolled. My city has changed their logo to the old Cracker Barrel logo to troll the shit out of Cracker Barrel CEO and Democrats, I guess, whatever else. This one's hilarious. Remember Kevin Sorbo? He played Hercules on the TV show Hercules. I think that was around the same time that show Xena Warrior Princess was out, is when I think Kevin Sorbo played Hercules. That feels accurate. I could be wrong because way too much crap in my brain. But this one now, we're down to only one cracker now. We must protect this, and we must protect him and his dog at all costs. What happens next? Cracker Jack go away, and now it's just Jack, but then they take away the guy because he's white, and oh, God, heaven forbid there's a white man on the cover or something. It's so incredibly stupid that this is where we are. What's even dumber, and I fully understand, is how Cracker Barrel is now the talking point of the entire country. And I'm doing it too. I know there's other stuff we could talk about, but this is something that I can't wrap my mind around, how people aren't seeing how stupid this is, that they're making these changes. And the person who goes, trying to make it more inclusive, whatever else, that's not a thing. That's not a thing. It was designed for everybody to go to feel like they were in an old country store. An old country store welcomes everybody. Now they're turning it into something that is designed to make you feel uncomfortable if you happen to enjoy old country stores. If you happen to enjoy, I don't know, the current president or anything like that. That is what this new design is built to do. It's not about bringing in younger generations, which is bullshit. That's what they're talking about. It's about getting rid of older generations. It's not about bringing in the new. It's about getting rid of the old. And that's, I think, what sucks the absolute most about it, because I've said it numerous times that the seniors in our country get shit on from every single angle all the time. And this just feels like another piece of crap added to the pile. I know I'm not old. I'm 43. I'm not old. I don't even think, if you're 70 or 80, you're old. But these people seem to think that the basis of who really did kind of start Cracker Barrel, when y'all were 80 and 90 and Cracker Barrel started in 1969, you weren't 80 and 90 and you were frequenting it. You were like my age. Don't ask me to do math. I know you were younger than me. I can't do math. I suck at math. My child asked me for help, and I'm like, girl, if you want to fail, I will help you. If you want to pass, ask literally anybody else. So when Cracker Barrel first started, it wasn't about old people. It was about people. It's still not about old people, but it feels like they are making it about old people and getting rid of old people. And if we want to get real specific, old white people and old black people, because Cracker Barrel is very known for being very popular amongst, let's put it this way, the whites and the blacks. And it's okay to put it that way because it's true. There's nothing harmful in those words. I need people to understand that as well. Everything that's going on is like its own little catastrophe wrapped up with new packaging, and it's a flaming pile of doo-doo in a bag on your doorstep. That's what Cracker Barrel is turning itself into. You just want to go stomp it out, put it out of its misery, because what they're doing to it right now is absolutely awful. But if you stomp it out, then you've got crap all over your boot. I don't even know how that makes sense as a metaphor. It just sounded good in my head, so it came out my mouth. Anyway, y'all, ridiculous. Just ridiculous. Changing the peg game is stupid. When they're like, oh, but don't worry, we're going to keep the fireplace. All right, thanks, bitch, but you're getting rid of literally everything else. You're probably going to whitewash the fireplace. Make it look all stupid modern. We can put some marble around it, really kind of jazz it up so it looks like modern farmhouse, so it's more inclusive for everybody. I don't like it. I don't care. I don't like it. I like the food. I like the people that work there. And I like the store right now. But then they're going to change it. And then the people that work there are going to slowly be replaced by the purple-haired, septum-wearing whatevers. I don't get it. That's just me. I don't get it. You do you, boo. But I will continue to be indignant, outraged over the changes that have been made to my childhood favorite place. So that's that. I love y'all. ST Talks, my SquirrelTribers. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.